Video to say about my experience so far on Roaccutane and what my acne was like before starting Roaccutane and what I've tried and what is Roaccutane basically. So I started getting spots, I would say in year 6, when I started to grow up and go through puberty. So I got spots then, and over this period of time they've developed into more acne. So I tried everything to treat it. There was nothing that was working because I've tried antibiotics, the pill, I've tried changing my diet, creams, washes, Clinique, 3-step programs, all this stuff, tea tree, nothing was working. So because I went to my doctor and he was giving me all this stuff saying try this, 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 and it was kind of like I was getting side effects, and so even though that helped stop this, it didn't clear it up really. So when I went back about 5 months ago, maybe more, he was just like, we need to refer you to a dermatologist. So I was just like, yeah, I'm happy to do that, whatever it takes. So he referred me, and the nearest appointment I could get was in 3 months. So I had to wait 3 months until I could actually have a first appointment with my dermatologist. It's through the NHS, so there's quite a long waiting list and there's like mess ups along the way. Anyway, so I had my dermatologist appointment and he basically said to me, what have you been on? He looked at my skin, was just like, you've suffered too much, have you ever thought about going on Roaccutane? So I was just, or Roaccutane in the UK, and I was just like, yeah, I've looked into it, but there's some serious side effects, like it'll cause, it's basically, when you're on this drug, it's going to be like hell. That's what I've been told, and if you watch other people's videos, they all say it was like horrible, that you have to deal with like the dry lips, basically everything coming out of your face. If you get pregnant, it can cause like serious birth defects. You can get up to 3-degree burns if you're out in the sun too long. It's just all these side effects that are just extreme basically. And one of the main things was depression. They tried taking it off the market and stuff because there's too many suicide attempts or people committing suicide. So he said, yeah, we'll put you on it, and my mum was like, yeah. And literally right there, when you're sitting at the desk with him, he makes you sign a form, and you sign literally saying that you're going to do blood tests monthly, pregnancy tests, and just all this stuff, like agreeing to anything that's going to happen. And we did that, and he was just like, we'll do these tests and it will go straight through to you, you can collect the prescription and all. So I was just basically happy that I was finally given a treatment that I wanted to go on. 3 times a day, 10 milligrams, that's 30 grams or milligrams, for the first month, and for the next 4 months I had to be on 2 tablets of 20 milligrams. So that's basically what I was prescribed, and they didn't have, because I'm quite small and my weight is less, they kind of calculate it to your height, weight and yeah, all this stuff. So it's how much your body can take, so it's not really how, if you've got more severe acne they'll give you a higher dosage, it's literally how much your body can take. And so that was my prescription. So yeah, I had doctor's appointments and going to the hospital endlessly to try and get everything sorted, and now it is. I've been on Roaccutane and it's not really been terrible as such, but I can seriously feel the side effects coming through, like breaking out here, and then this is all drying up, so and then I broke out a lot over here, and then this one had a big cystic, like there's like 3 of them in a cluster that are just expanded over my cheek. A big spot here that doesn't look big. I've got one here, but my forehead's becoming really lumpy, and just I've never had spots on my forehead. It's literally basically been this cheek and chin, so it's one side of my face, which is odd, and then I'll have and then this side is getting worse. But what can you do? The blackheads have started to come out in a way. You literally can go like that and they'll just pop out, which sounds disgusting, and it is, but it's good. So yeah, I've had dry lips the last 3 days. That's just crazy. I've been using Carmex, I think that's what you say. That's got SPF 15, which is good because you're not allowed out in the sun, and it is summer here, so it's, yeah, a bit bad if you're on Roaccutane and it's the summer because you're not allowed out. And I've got Vaseline, and I've literally already had a massive chunk out of that since yesterday I opened it. Yeah, this is the box of tablets you get given if you're in the UK on the NHS. They're just massive. There's 30 in there, and I've got about 8 boxes of them, and they come in a pack like that. So I've already had these, and that's the front of them. It's literally got, for female patients, Roaccutane will damage an unborn baby. So it's basically everywhere on the box has warning things about pregnancy. My dermatologist told me that I was not allowed to wear any makeup except the L'Oreal Bare Minerals, but when we went there, because I'm really pale, it was literally bright orange on my skin, and so we found out the actual Bare Minerals foundation is going to be so much better, but it is a lot more expensive. And when I say that, it's £25 for the actual foundation and £25 for the brush to put it on with. £50 on makeup, which is great. Also, I've spent loads of money on buying Eucerin products to take my makeup off with and to moisturise, but this moisturiser is literally the size or smaller than my hand. So the Eucerin, I basically wash my faces, because you're not allowed to use any face washes, masks, any chemical stuff you cannot put in your skin, otherwise it will burn it, make it red. So my dermatologist told me to get this, which is the cleansing milk, and just basically use cotton pads and wipe it all off. I would say that it does burn your face if you actually rub it on, so you've got to put it on the pads first and then wipe it off, because it just burns, or for me it does. And then this, I bought 2 of these just because my skin is going to dry out crazy. This is for hydrating care, especially formulated for dehydrated skin due to treatment for acne. It's got SPF 30 in, which is you basically need to have, because your skin is so sensitive to light that it will basically burn up. And yeah, so I've had that. I've had, one of the side effects is dry up, and my eyesight was literally blur. I couldn't see anything. So I'm using this hydrating eye drops at the moment, which seems to work, but you really need to do that a lot. And yeah, they're basically the only products I'm using on my skin. As you can see, I'm probably shiny as hell because the moisturiser is basically a sun cream. I've kind of dealt with it. Like, I got really scared at first with going on this treatment because I was just like, this is going to be really hard. A year ago, I would not even let anyone see me without makeup on because my acne just got worse and worse. I've tried using less makeup and letting people more aware, because even though you put makeup on, they can still see your acne, so either way they still see your acne. So I kind of gave up with trying to please people about looking at me, and it just gets too much sometimes and it really gets you down. So when the tablets say that it can cause depression, I do believe that it's what other people do to you that can like affect it. I don't actually think it's the drug. I think it's how you deal with it yourself and what other people do. Because if you've got people who support you and you've made it clear that you're going to be on this type of treatment, then it kind of makes everything much more easier because people understand. But for people that don't, they're just going to look at you and think, ew, you don't wash. And that's basically my rant and my experience so far. Yeah, this is just the start, I think, of my 5-month travel into good skin. I've been really tired. Yeah, so I'll come back from school and I'll just sleep for about 4 hours and then wake up for dinner and then go back to bed. That's basically it. And trying to deal with going to school and applying lip seal and moisturiser and everything, it's already been a struggle because you have to try and stay out of the sun, and it also affects like your friends as well, because even though you don't realise it, you can't be out in the sun, so your friends will go out and they'll do things, and because you can't, you have to stay in or stay in the shade, and it just kind of like separates you in a way. So that's one of the annoying things about this, is because you can't really do the stuff like go swimming or sunbathe in the summer when you really want to, so that's a bit annoying. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye!